And hello everybody, back to the VDRL Tier 1 races of Season 5, I think. And today we have Imola as our circuit for the last time probably in this game. I mean, it is the last time that the Imola circuit is going to be in this game. So this is a memorial to this track. We are in Imola, as I said before. We are in Imola today. We have about 8-10 people for today's attendance, and it is going to be a normal race, not a sprint weekend, but a normal and every weekend race weekend. So it will be pretty good. We already have 8 people in. We have DMAG. Oh, I will show you the teams here. We have DMAG from the Red Bull. We have Jestimboy in the Alpine, Just Pushy in the Haas, Sir Piastri, and also Vassa in the Kick Sauber. And then we have Threat Racer in the Williams, Infinity in the Scuderia Ferrari HP, Vassa in the Kick Sauber 2, and Marius in the Alpine 2. So we have 3 full teams in today's race. We have 2 full teams in today's race. We have Alpine and Williams, Sauber, sorry, and then we have Meshu joining. Meshu just joined in the race. He is in the let me just see. He is in the Ferrari next to Infinity. As now we have 3 full teams in today's race, as we are postponed the race because of the IRL qualifying session, and we are waiting for people to join this very interesting track, which consists of, I think, 16 turns. I could be wrong there with that fact. It is a very tricky type of track because it has a lot of long and fast corners, but also a lot of 90-degree turns and hairpins, some hairpins in it too. Also a lot of chicanes, so drivers needs to definitely find the right setup for this and find the right track, ideal lines for this race. As now we are starting for today's race. Let me just show you this. Yes, now we are starting 8-7, and oh, sorry, it is a sprint weekend. This race, we have an 11-lap race and then a 32-lap race for the sprint. We both have short qualifying sessions, and then we will go. First of all will be the short sprint qualifying, and then it will be the long sprint qualifying also. As I'm just gonna look at the calendar if I can find it, because I didn't know that we had a sprint weekend this race, but that is okay because I cannot know everything. Yes, we have a sprint weekend in today's race. So now we are starting and to go ahead for the fifth round of the season. In Imola. So I am going to put lap data on and also a track map for the spectators, as we already have Just Bushy going out of the track, going out to the track in this 200 livery. Hopefully we have good connections. If we don't, then just type it in the chat. If it's lagging or anything, I might need to go down and change my graphics. Hopefully it is not that bad, as I'm going to stop this, and yes, hopefully it is pretty good, as Just Bush is on his outlap. Also Marius, Infinity, Kota, also Meshu is still in the pit, Threat Racer, Serpiastri is going out, also D-Max on his outlap, and also Yes Team Boy is on their outlaps. The first one out is Just Bushido, who is going to start his lap after these two corners at the end. I mean, technically three, but I don't know if we can count that this right-hander a corner. He is going to start his lap now, and we are gonna see what can he do at this moment. Vassa has also joined back. He joined back probably after some connection issues, maybe. Oh, we're very close to the track limits there, but didn't invalidate though, so that's good for the Haas driver. But he is on the limits of this track already, so he is pushing as hard as he possibly could in this beautiful car livery, as Meshu is also on his outlap, and Serpiastri is still on his outlap, but gonna start his lap right now. Just Bushy still sector 2. I mean, he is the first one on the track who's doing his lap, so that's definitely a purple sector. Now he's going to go and finish his lap with a 1:17.283, as the second one out after Just Bushy is Marius, the previous race winner of Shanghai, after dominating the track and the whole weekend at Shanghai, China. He is now back on the track in Imola. It's going to be a 1:14.691 on the mediums. So that's definitely there for some improvement. Mr. Kota, third on track. He is going to do a 1:14.872, still on the also on the mediums. D-Max third, the 1:15.5 also on the mediums. After that there is Yes Team Boy, not Yes Team Boy, but Threat Racer, who invalidated his lap, and also he is on his outlap also. I'm gonna start his lap now. Meshudo is on his actual lap on the soft tires. Can he do anything remotely close to Mr. Kota and Marius? He can, I mean, get close to Mr. Kota, about 2 tenths away from him, but cannot beat him in his lap. As we can see, Kota and also Vassa or Serpiastri, they are fighting. I mean, not fighting, but they're very close to each other, maybe trying to give each other some slipstream. seconds now. We are Kota is on his in lap probably, because he is definitely not improving. Yes, going back to the pits he goes, and probably gonna switch to the soft tires. To our letting Vassa by, but also Vassa giving the back position. There's a little bit of a play here. Strat Racer is invalidated his lap, and that will not count toward his qualifying, unfortunately for him. But he will start another lap, and he will try to not invalidate now. Vassa and Sir Piastri also both on their laps. Sir Piastri has invalidated at the end of sector 1, or not at the, maybe at sector 1 he invalidated his lap, so it will not count towards his time, but his teammate can maybe try and get towards the top of this qualifying session. So can he I mean, keep it on track first of all, and also second of all, can he maybe do a lap time close to D-Mag, or as Infinity goes fastest on the session, sorry that I missed that, he goes fastest on the medium tires also. He has a D-Mag goes fastest also on the mediums. What a lap from D-Mag, 1/10 away from Infinity, a 1:14.5 from the Irishman himself. With 5 minutes remaining of the qualifying session, he is on provisional pole position, looking forward to his first podium, I think, of the season, or maybe not, maybe his first pole position of the season more, as Infinity gets a good lap but then gets beaten out by D-Mag by almost more than a tenth of a second. Skota is also on his out lap, looking to improve his already pretty good lap. He's still on the medium tires though. Maybe I'm not sure because I'm just a commentator, but maybe the medium tires could be a marginally better than the soft tires on this track. Skota now gonna start his lap and try to beat D-Mag, his former teammate, who he won the championship in the Ferrari, as he is now going towards to the end of sector 1, and he goes purple in sector 1, beating his own time by almost 3/10 of a second, and doing and trying his best. He's still going and trying to improve his time by 3/10, which he needs to beat D-Mag, his former teammate. But he is looking forward as he invalidates after a second sector that goes purple. He invalidates the lap and will not count towards his time at the end. If there's any connection issues or the stream is not really doing that great, then just let me know in the comments, please. I can maybe try to fix it or at least try to do something about it. As Gota goes into the pits, but Marius now on his out lap. Marius is right now third in the standings, only 300ths of a second away from Infinity. So he has a big chance of improving by a lot, because he is on these soft tires now. which is a, I mean, we saw from Kota and also DMAG that the soft tires might not be as good as I thought, but it could be still a very great tire, I think, for improvement, and maybe Marius knows that it is the best tires for this track. Maybe he practiced for this race and knows that the soft tires are the way to go and not just the mediums. Now he's gonna start his lap and I'm going to go on board with him for this. Let's just watch his lap and go with Marius as his last, probably his last lap of the session. Great first chicane, going towards the second one at the end of sector 1, using over the track, and he's off the track, and that will not be a very good lap from Marius. He still has a chance to go and make another lap, but his tires will be used and also maybe a little bit overheated. So Marius might have fumbled the bag in this lap, but that will not stop DMAG and also Infinity, Kota, Meshu, Just Push and also Threat Tracer of going out on the soft tires. Mr. Kota also has the soft tires, but Meshu is on the mediums, new mediums tires for Meshu. Also Just Pushy Just Pushy is on the soft, but Kota will start his lap now. Also DMAG Infinity already up in front of Kota by starting his lap one of the first out. Gets a little bit of an improvement, half a tenth improvement in the first sector. He is two 3/10 away from Mr. Kota right now, who is behind him pushing for the pole position that he can get for the sprint race. Let's see, can he improve on his time? Meshu doesn't improve. I don't know if Meshu improved. I don't know if Kota improved, because this game doesn't show me if he improved. As I'm gonna watch Infinity. Can he improve and take pole position away from DMAG? Yes, he can. A 1:14.1, but Kota goes and he doesn't beat him. It's a 1:14.5 from Kota. DMAG invalidated his lap, and that's going to be a downfall, or I mean, some might say a fumble from DMAG, but I wouldn't say that. I would say just a mistake that he can improve on the race, but he is very close to Mr. Kota, and very, very close to, if he would have gotten that lap, he would have been, I think, very close to Infinity, but Infinity gets the pole position for the sprint qualifying, and by 4/10 of a second of Mr. Kota, the previous the Tsutam champion of VDRL. It's an interesting sight to see in this season, as Marius is 4th and Meshu closing out the top 5 of this sprint qualifying. Now we are getting ready for the start of the sprint race, which is just a little bit away. As the players are configuring their strategies, it's most likely be a one-stop strategy because it's only 11 laps, of course. but there could be some drama, and some people might have to pit against their principles. They might have to pit at the end of lap 1, lap 2, or any lap, because if there's contact between someone, or just if they didn't save their tires enough, then it could cause some very big problems for the pilot or the driver of this certain car. So we are going to go and try and watch, as we're still waiting for players to go. We can see the fans cheering away, as now we have 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are on the way. Infinity gets a great start, but Kota doesn't, as D-Mac goes already side by side with him. D-Mac goes up to 2nd place. Marius is off in the grass. Mr. Kota gets his 2nd place back, as Strat Racer and Sir PS3 is in the grass, or in the gravel trap, as D-Mac's looking on the inside of Mr. Kota and trying to get his place. It's just Pushy and Sir PS3 really fighting for that 8th place. Now Sir PS3 goes around the outside, as just Pushy almost is out and almost spawns at the first part of the race. D-Mac's now a little bit lost behind Mr. Kota, couldn't keep up with him that much, but Marius is looking for blood and now looking to get D-Mac's position away from him and get the podium away from D-Mac, as Infinity goes for the fastest lap, but Kota is catching up to him very close, as D-Mac getting overtaken by Marius gets overtaken, and that will be a minus position for D-Mac, but also Sir Piastri and Strat Racer have switched positions too. Sir Piastri now up to 6th at this race. Meshu looking to get D-Mac even further down in the order. Is now only 3 tenths away, as we can see that D-Mac's not really cannot really keep up with Marius. Just because she gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not the main objective right now, because Meshu is very close to D-Mac, only 5 tenths away, while D-Mac is 1.5 seconds away from Marius. And also Infinity just keeping it cool and not letting Mr. Kota really I mean not in his DRS, but not getting him close, as Strat Racer and Sir PS3 now switches places again. Meshu is now very close, little bit of contact between the two as we go, and still Meshu finding and looking for that position away from D-Mac, who is probably doing his best of his career right now, but is on the hard tires. That might have been a mistake from him, because we saw that Pirelli's tire strategy suggested a medium or a medium to medium, but D-Mac said no, and he went on the hards now. But Kota now closer than ever before the DRS, and will get DRS, of course. We are beat at the DRS also, closer than ever to him. Strat Racer very close to Meshu. Yestenboy gets a 3-second time penalty. Strat Racer with a big lockup to Meshu, against Meshu. And now we have the DRS and get very close as he goes fastest. And now onto the outside he goes. He will get the position, and also he can get the position with against D-Mac. D-Mac cuts the corner, cuts the chicane, but and Treacherous are also onto the grass with Meshu pushing him a little bit to the grass, and now he's very far. I mean, got far behind from D-Mac. D-Mac probably has a big warning on his head now with that corner cut. It was a very risky move from Treacherous, and it didn't work out for him this time. And now he I mean, gets a position, but not two. D-Mac keeps his place in fourth, as Meshu goes big send on Treacherous, and Treacherous now off onto 6th place, down to 6th place. Meshu can now try and look for the place that D-Mac has and get it away from him. Infinity is now down to 2nd place, but is very close to meet Mr. Kota side by side. They went through a little bit, but Infinity keeps his position and still is on 1st place. But now Marius can have a word with them, and because he is getting closer and closer to both drivers, he got way closer to Mr. Kota than he was ever before. Starting from 4th to Marius, he went up to 3rd, and now is chasing down the leaders of the race. Infinity just keeping his calm and still about 6/10 away from Mr. Kota is about 6/10 away from Infinity at this point, every single lap, and Infinity knows that is a perfect distance where Mr. Kota cannot overtake him with the DRS. But Marius very close to the Mercedes, and now goes for looking for the overtake. Still has the DRS. Now onto the inside he goes, as Treacherous retire from the session in the pits of and Marius also gets the beautiful overtake. Onto the outside he goes and gets the overtake on Mr. Kota. Now up to 2nd he goes and has the chance of victory in this race, a sprint race, of course, only sprint race. That's, I say only, it is still an important race. As now he is on the hunt for Infinity's head. He's very far away from Infinity. He's in the DRS range, but not that close to Infinity. Infinity will just keep on playing with this strategy, but Mr. Kota now closer than ever, and which maybe not, and backs out of the overtake, which is understandable. It is a pretty risky move to go onto the inside there. Also D-Max now cooking and going very close to the Mercedes also of Mr. Kota. He has joined the party for the victory and for a podium here, potentially for him. Mr. Kota is also getting within half a second of Marius. Marius just cannot get within half a second to Infinity. He's about 6-7 tenths away from Infinity. Now he's 7 tenths away, and that will not be enough to get an overtake on him, even if he gets ERS, a lot of ERS. But D-Mag will have the chance of overtake though, because he is only 4 tenths away. But unfortunately for D-Mag, Mr. Kota also has DRS and will not have, but D-Mag now goes onto the inside, tries to go, but cannot do anything and backs out of that overtake. Now Just Pushy is going side by side with Mr. Piastri, getting pushed out a little bit by Piastri, still not giving up on the 6th place. Back at the end of the grid, there's fighting and actual fighting going on here as it goes down the inside, but couldn't make that stick, and he gets the worst end of it. Just Pushy is now 7 tenths away from Sir Piastri, but D-Mag is still very close to Mr. Kota. Also Marius is very close to Infinity, looks onto the outside and just going into Infinity's mirrors a little bit can help distract your opponent on the track. That's probably what Marius is trying to do. He's getting closer and closer to Infinity. Maybe his maybe his tires have getting worse and worse. Infinity's, I mean, maybe his tire management is not the best right now, as we are on 9 out of 11 laps. We are going for, as there's a yellow flag in sector 2. That's Just Pushy and Sir Piastri both into the wall, and that's probably because of the fighting that they are doing. Sir Piastri and Just Pushy in the wall, both. Sir Piastri doesn't have a front wing, neither does Just Pushy. His end plates are missing, but yes, Team Boy, now Big Sand gets and spins out of, but Marius is only 1 tenth away. We're back to Just Pushy and Sir Piastri. Neither does them have a full front wing. Just Pushy has a part missing from his front wing. Sir Piastri doesn't have a front wing at all. But is he going to finish this race without a front wing? It looks like it. It feels like it, because there's only 2 more laps remaining for these guys. And they will try to finish these laps as Yes Team Boy goes on to the inside. The contact between them as D-Max also almost overtook Kota, and now we'll have the biggest chance as Sir Piastri is out of the session. Also Just Pushy in the gravel. Sir Piastri has retired, DNF'd from the race. But now the front runners, the front pack, is on to their final laps. And we will see who will come out on top and get their places that they want to. Kota now going down the inside of with Marius, but gets pushed off, and D-Mag goes through. And that's a Hamilton moment for D-Mag. A big fight between Marius and Mr. Kota gets and gets the position for D-Mag. Up to 2nd place he goes, as Marius is now 1.8 seconds away from D-Mag, and if D-Mag doesn't mess up, then D-Mag could get his best finishing position of the season with a P2, but he's looking for that P1, gaining some time on Infinity. Can he keep it calm as Dima gets a 3-second time penalty. That's a huge mistake. And now Tuer, Marius and also Mr. Kota will have the chance of P2. That's a big mistake from D-Mag, who looked forward to that P2 but now throws it away and out the window as Marius gets his P2, but D-Mag keeps his podium and he's all into the top 3 in the Imola sprint race. What an eventful race. Only 72 thousandths away Mr. Kota is from D-Mag with his penalty, of course, so that's 3.072 away from D-Mag Kota was, and nearly and just missing out on P3. Meshu getting P5. Yes, Timboy, after we can say another world war between Just Pushy and Sir Piastri, gets P6. Just Pushy P7 and Sir Piastri's teammate Vassa with the 8th position, who did not finish yet. Yes, he didn't, but he now finishes now. As we go to the another short qualifying for the actual race. So now we can see Infinity getting his place and closing out the sprint race with the beautiful race starting from P1 and leading all the laps, I think. Infinity gets a P1, Marius a P2 from 4th position, D-Mag keeping his 3rd place, but Kota losing out on 2 positions and goes down to 4th. Meshu closing at the top 5 and keeping his position from qualifying. As now we are on the way for the second qualifying of the weekend, as Villager has joined. What a unexpected thing, but I think he cannot make it to Q1 now. Unfortunate for D-Mag. Kota and also Marius going out. Infinite is also out. Just pushing Meshu. I think the D-Mag's also going out, and yes, Timbo is also touching the wall a little bit there. But the first one out is Meshu, who is going for the end of sector 2 on his outlap. Almost everyone is out except Threat Racer, Vassa and Sir Piastri, the 2 Saubers, deciding to stay in the pits for now. Meshu will now try and go for the his time. Maybe try to get the best place possible. Sorry for that. Oh, I'm going to lap data as there's caution in sector 3. So just Bushy going slow onto the gravel. He goes. Kota gonna start his lap 2. Also Infinity, the race winner, also starting his lap. Marius also on starting his lap. But the first one is Meshu that we need to see. He is going at the end of sector 2. Sector 2 time will be a 49.611. As that is not a bad, I think, not a bad second sector. So we could see from the short sprint qualifying that a 114 flat is a very good lap time. Marshu will go and do a 114.861. Let's see what his teammate can do. Nothing, because he invalidated. Onto Mr. Kota we go. 49.767 onto his, and he goes fastest with a 114.508. Marius goes fastest too. Goes even faster. 114.4. Now we will see what Yestin Boy can do. Also what D-Mac can do. 114.6 going third fastest. Also V-Illusion, the champion, the reigning champion, is in the lobby and is in 8th place or on his outlap. Can he do anything about the situation that the drivers are now facing, that Infinity dominance could bore fans? Infinity again, but invalidating his lap. What is going on with Infinity? Just cannot keep it on track. Now V-Illusion is the one who will start his lap and maybe cause some drama in today's qualifying. A little bit on the grass at the going out the chicane, but he's now on to the end of sector 1, and as I can see, he's not really he is pushing, sorry for that. V-Illusion is pushing as hard as he can up purple sector 1. With of course the soft tires, but also everybody's eyes on the soft tires. Let's see if D-Mac's teammate can keep D-Mac from the podium. He is in Yuki Tsunoda's car, number 67, I think, 66. As that was, he is going a little bit slow, I think, into sector 3. That's not gonna be even remotely close to a good time. This might have been a just a lap to heat his tires up. Maybe now he will be pushing for his actual lap time. Also D-Mac, he invalidated. Marius is invalidated on his outlap. Here he goes. V-Illusion is the one who's pushing 3 seconds of his first time. Purple sector 1, Mr. Kota just behind him, watching the cinema absolutely unfolding in front of his eyes, as V-Illusion keeps pushing and pushing to get his first place on the limits there, but he didn't invalidate. Purple second sector also a 49.5, which is, I mean, as you can see, the best second sector right now. Now on to this fast two left-handers. Can he upset the crowd and the upset Infinity? No, he cannot. He beat his teammate, but cannot beat Mr. Quota or Marius. Also, Infinity is on his outlap. The race winner is gonna try and put some time in this qualifying. Still 10 minutes left. He has time, but it is a much better thing to get a normal time in the qualifying, a safe time. As now Illusion is on his in-lap. We'll go on his in-lap. Also Quota he has invalidated, pushing too hard, I think. He invalidated his lap. And this lap will not matter, unfortunately, for him. It would have been a 1:15.2 probably, because he was not pushing. But now he is still not, he is on his in lap now. Marius is actually on his out lap. Meshu's in the wall, and he's in the gravel traps at the end of sector 2. He probably was in the wall because we can see that his end plate is missing. That's not a good time for him, as Mr. Quota is still trying to improve on his lap and get that place away from Marius, who just started his lap. Also Infinity starting his lap. Can he put at least a safety lap in and don't worry about getting as I said that he invalidated his lap and he cannot get a safety lap in to Marius. 2 times improvement in the first sector. Also Mr. Quota, he is going inside the box. But Marius is the man to look out for here. He has improved his first sector time by 2 times, and he keeps that improvement to the second sector. Not invalidating, but on the limit, as close as possible to invalidation. Now on to the 2 fast left-handers we go. He just needs to keep it on track, and he will improve to a 1:14.355, a 1/10 improvement. Couldn't keep the 2/10 improvement, but that a 1/10 is still a big difference, and still can mean a lot to a driver in a qualifying session like this. Also Illusion is out on his outlap and probably gonna get a little bit of a slipstream from his teammate D-Mac at the end of his outlap, as D-Mac goes and into the pits as fast as he can. Illusion, beautiful first corners. First chicane, onto the second chicane he goes at the end of sector 1. Can he get the purple sector 1? No, he cannot. 5 thousandths down from his previous lap time, his best lap time. Can he turn that 5 thousandths wrongness. I mean, I couldn't say wrongness, but 5 tenths down to a 550 tenths or 5 tenths up on his lap time. Can he improve by much? He improved in the second sector, in purple second sector he goes 77 thousandths of improvement onto the last corners of this track. Can he, I mean, there's a big chance of that he can get provisional P2. He gets provisional pole position by beating Marius by 40 thousandths and gets a 114.312 against Marius's 114.355. Now Vassa is on his outlap also. Everybody else in Infinity has retired from the session. He thinks he cannot get any better in this session. Oh, he did a Franco Colapinto. He was in the wall, I think. We couldn't. Yes, he probably was in the wall or something. He has DNF'd, unfortunately for him. But I mean, he can still get a beaten probably if Vassa or Threat Tracer doesn't do a lap. Just pushes out now on his out lap. As 4 p.m. hits the UK times. Just pushes on his out lap. Nobody else. As Just pushes in the wall, and that's an end plate missing. He needs to go back in his box probably to get that fixed as soon as possible. And everybody is just waiting for the right time to go out. It will be probably a big. Oh, as Just Pushy cuts the whole track. Yes, so Mr. Infinity or Infinite Candy Floss was in the wall as I don't know what Just Pushy is doing. Honestly, he's in the gravel now. I mean, it is an entertaining it is entertaining from the viewers, but he goes into the box. Into the box he goes with a 7 minute 43 1 minute 43.9 and I saw a 7 minute, looked like to me. Oh, yes, the boy is also out. Illusion and Vassa is also on their outlaps, and everybody is now going to go out and try to put that perfect lap in that they want. Illusion already having the provisional pole position, but will not stop at that and will try to improve his lap time because he knows that Marius is a big risk to taking that provisional pole position away from him and getting the pole position again. Only Illusion, Marius, Serpiastri and Vassa is out, also D-Max on his outlap as we can see on the minimap, and now everybody is going out their pit boxes and going on their outlaps. His Illusion is gonna start his lap now. A lot of traffic in before him. Hopefully he won't get impeded by Just Pushy in the Haas. It looks like he won't. He gets let through Everybody's on their out lap now. 3/10, almost a 3/10 improvement in the first sector by Illusion from his time in provisional pole position. So we can see that he's pushing hard, very close to the track limits. Almost four tires of the track, as now he does almost a 4/10 improvement. This could go under a 1:14. It could get a 1:13.9 or even better if he just keeps it on track. Very close to the edge of track limits at the white line as he goes and gets a 1:14.276. That's not a big improvement after I mean what looked like a big improvement for him. But now we see we're following along Marius while he goes to the end of sector 2. Qualifying has finished. Everybody's still out. A 1.125 tenths improvement, thousand improvement from Marius. Illusion retired from the session. Not a big improvement from Marius, but that's a good enough improvement to get a pole position. Can he keep it though? It will be a 1:13.946. What a lap from Marius, who goes fastest, and that's provisional pole position, but Kota can still decide that. And he goes purple sector 2. Can he even put a better lap than Marius at the final seconds of the qualifying? Very close to the edge 2, onto the grass, cutting as much as he can. He will go only second, with only D-Mac goes third, beating his teammate by 2/10. Mr. Kota goes second by a 10th away from Marius. Meshu in the pits goes 5th. Sir PS3 is 6th. Just Pushy is 7th. Yestin Boy is 8th. And after a horrible qualifying session for Infinity, he's still on 9th place. Trash Racer and Wassa is 10th and 11th. Steamer gets 3rd position in the other Red Bull. So the end result is Marius taking pole position by 96 thousandths of a second away from Kota. Kota is 2nd, D-Mac 3rd, Illusion is 5th, Meshu is Illusion is 4th, Meshu is 5th, Piastri 6th, Just Pushy is 7th, and then Yestin Boy, then goes Infinity in 9th, and then Threat Racer is closing out the top 10. So with this race, there's a lot of possible strategies that the drivers can do. It looks a little bit on overcast on this. I mean, right now, everybody's wearing sweatshirts in the stands. Little bit overcast weather, it looks like. Everybody is choosing out their strategies for the race and try to get the best strategy as possible for them. Let's see what tires they will start on. We can see on the race director, everybody's on the mediums, as it seems. There's still about maximum 20 seconds or 10 seconds left, I think. for the drivers. Imola is an interesting track for drivers to make their decisions, make their strategy choices on, because it can affect a lot of wheel spinning and everything. Because the strategy can be affected by the wheel spinning and also the conditions that the track is in, with every other track of course. But now we are going to go underway. 5 lights, and we are on the way to Marius. Gets not the best start, as Kota now goes side by side with him. And Kota goes around the outside of somebody, caused the chicane. I think that's Josh Pusia and Sir Piastri. Kota is off the track and goes down to 8th place. D-Max is up to first though. D-Max and Vilusion both up to first. Marius down to 4th. Infinity is up to 3rd after a chaotic start of the race. Infinity, after getting a terrible qualifying, up to 3rd place now. Sir Piastri is also up 9th now, or down to 9th technically, but up 1 place. The Red Bulls lead the way. Of lap 1, Infinity is also very close. Yes, Timboy, also Quota, again spinning out, and down to 10th place he goes. Behind the Williams driver of Red Racer. Now the first 5, of course Kota gets his place back. Now the first 5 is very close to one another. Illusion gets led by D-Mag's teammate, probably getting some strategies under the way. As now Meshu has gotten outside, has make up the space that Vasa is outside of the DRS range. Here are the possible strategies. It most likely be a 2-stop strategy for everyone, because this is a highly consuming track of tires. So now we can see Terbiashi going very close to Yestimboy, but now back to Meshu, who is only 2 tenths away from Marius. It could have been a warning for him. Don't know that. D-Mag is now choosing to go on the strategy of letting the illusion by not getting DRS, but staying behind and probably trying to defend against the other competitors. But it's not gonna work, as Infinity goes around him like it was a nothing and makes the pass for 2nd place. Mario is still fighting with Meshu, but also trying to go up, as Vasa is in the gravel trap, and everybody goes up a place. Now also the Mr. Quota sent it into the inside, still side by side with Yes Timboy. Now he makes the pass, and he is slowly but surely climbing back up to his original position. As Illusion gets a 3-second time penalty. We already saw from previous race that he was a little bit prone to penalties, but we didn't know that he was this prone to penalties. It's 3 laps in and he already gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Now Mr. Kota is very close to Sir Piastri. A DRS is open for Mr. Kota now. And goes and gets pushed out, and in the wall he goes. That's minus a front wing, and that's a big penalty for Sir Piastri. Kota gets pushed in the wall, and he is down to 10th place again. One of the right end plate is missing from his yeah, the right end plate missing. Now Infinity is within a DRS range of Illusion. We have the DRS at, if he keeps this time, he will have the DRS at the long straight, the main straight. He's getting very close to Illusion. He does. Now Marius is also very close to D-Mag, and he will definitely get to DRS in the main straight. Big oversteer from Marius, corrects it though and keeps it on track. That's a big time loss though. Infinity now goes side by side onto the outside and gets the pass like it was nothing. Now Marius still keeping it relatively close with D-Mag, but D-Max is slowly falling behind Illusion, while Infinity is also losing Illusion behind, which is a good thing for him, not a good thing as Mr. Kota is in the pits for a probable front wing change. Yes, he did change his front wing and put on hard tires. As now V-Illusion is still keeping up with Infinity, but D-Mag is the one who is not keeping up with his teammate. Now he's off by 1 second and will not get the DRS, while Marius has the DRS and is getting pretty close. Illusion up to first place. Marius on the grass still gets the pass down on D-Mag, and now we'll look forward to P2 with Infinity. But D-Mag did a little bit of problem for Marius. He did manage to get a gap with 1 second between Infinity and Illusion, but it seems like Marius is getting that gap down one by one. Kota takes the coast. Can Marius get the DRS though at the end of this straight after the chicane? Can he get the detection? Can he get within 1 second of the detection zone? No, he cannot. He will not have DRS. D-Mag will have it though. Also, Mesh will have the DRS. This could be a big problem for Marius. Here, Mr. Kota gets a 3-second time penalty, so getting pushed off by Sir Piastri, and Mr. Kota has retired from the session. Now D-Mag goes for the outside of Marius, gets a little bit off the track, still side by side, and D-Mag gets the pass done on Marius. Now they are very far away from Infinity and Illusion, just pushing up a place because Vasa is pitted. Now Meshu has the incredible chance at getting, he is looking out and just waiting for the right time to overtake these two, while they better for P3 and the podium place. still keeping it close to Marius, and also Marius keeping it close to Meshu. There's a yellow sector too with just Bushi going off the track. Now he's back on. As DMAC has pitted and goes in for the first real tire change of this race. Onto the hard tires he goes. And this will be an interesting strategy. Maybe he will try to go with a one-swap strategy. That will be a very hard thing to do. Just Bushi gets a 3-second time penalty also. But now Meshu more closer than ever. I mean, not closer than ever, but he now has probably the best chance at overtaking Marius for P3, because Marius won't have any DRS whatsoever. He is 3.6 seconds away from Infinity, who is 7 tenths away from Illusion, but that is not enough for an overtake. Infinity knows that by heart, because he did the same strategy in the sprint race. Now Meshu is also 7 tenths away, which could be a little bit outside of range of overtaking. As Meshu Infinity goes into the pits and changes his tires to the hard tires. A little bit of a visual bug there. The mediums changed to hards. The old medium changed to hards in a millisecond, but that is okay. We do not care about EA. So now Illusion comfortably leading the race. This Meshu is still, I mean, within the range of DRS, but not getting any closer to Marius. Infinity might... Meshu could get the position here if he overcuts Meshu. Infinity, sorry. So Piastri gets the place against Just Bushi, also yes, team boy. Just Bushi is in the pits. Meshu with the incredible helmet. It's a Lando Norris-esque helmet, I think. Looks very close to the Norris helmet. Or any kind of helmet. As now Meshu is on to the pit boxes, and he gets his team caught by a box onto the hard tires he goes. And just as his teammate, he is out of the box, not the race. I'm just teasing the viewers. He will not get the overcut. Also DMAC also overtakes him. I mean, of course DMAC overtakes him. Now he will be very much farther away from DMAC than he was before. Infinity also only 25 seconds away from Illusion. Let's just see at the stat. Gap to the leader. Infinity is 25.3 seconds away from the leader, and it's getting closer and closer, which could mean that he has done an undercut and that he could get P1 here. Gaussian sector 1 Vassa or Piastri is in the gravel traps. It is Vassa. Is in the gravel traps. Now back on track. Illusion now. He might be in trouble. Sir Piastri gets another 3-second time penalty. That's okay with us though. So Illusion could be in big trouble if he speaks, because his strategists have not calculated the right thing, and he could get a minus place because of Infinity's incredible pace on this track. He could have thrown away this win entirely, or not, because if he keeps these tires on for a while longer, he could go on to the hard tires and do only a one-stop strategy against Infinities and D-Max, probably 2 stops. Because Infinity is getting closer and closer by the lap, about 1 second an improvement per lap. He's going the man of the moment, who has the chance of P1 after the boxes or the bits. Now let's just listen to the beautiful engine for some time. In the chat, Mr. for a BNF, because he probably rage because he think he got pushed out again and again into the wall or the grass, and he probably didn't want to play anymore, so he retired from the session. He had DNF. As Infinity have gained even more on Villusion. Villusion now in the pits. Can he keep his lead to Infinity? 2 are still out. Can he keep his lead to Infinity? Infinity onto the main straight now. Yeah, this be... Yes, Infinity gets in front of Villusion. Also D-Mag is now in front of his teammate Villusion, just coming out now from the pits. It's also behind the other Ferrari driver of Meshu, as Vasa is in the grass again for some reason. But this man Marius is still on his tires, and he is a little bit slower than this new and fresher tires of Infinity. Sergio Street has retired from the session, probably didn't want to play anymore either. Yesterday is now he's in 6th place, probably his best finish yet on this place. Marius goes in the pits and will probably get overtaken by a lot of people, as Villusion is now 7/10 or now only 4/10 away from Meshu. We haven't seen this, as there's a full course yellow, and that is a virtual safety car, I think, that is out on the track. Yes, Marius got overtaken by both the 4 drivers, and that will be not big mistake. He couldn't do anything really else. Still, he can still get a pretty good race result if he does a 1-stop, which is possible for him right now because of this late pit stop. Now we are, I think, in virtual safety car mode. Everybody is in the virtual safety car mode. They are still just going around and around, trying to get that sorry, what? First place? Oh, first place. As the virtual safety car has ended and Illusion goes and gets third place away from Meshu. Two teammates are now behind each other. D-Mac still keeping his time to Infinity, who is up to first place now. D-Max is 2.2 seconds away, but the Illusion is pushing as hard as he can. He does have a 3-second time penalty though, which could be a problem for him, because even though he could get P1 here with this fast pace, it could be a problem for him if he gets first place and cannot get 3 seconds or more than 3 seconds away from Infinity. Is if he gets first place, if Infinity just keeps his tires calculated and normal temperature, doesn't spin at all, then he could still get a good position. The Illusion could get the fastest lap of the race on these new hard tires. Gets another fastest lap, I think, and now is on the hunt for first place with his 3-second time penalty. It is probably gonna be a big, a big obstacle in the way of Illusion for P1. I think he could do it, and if somebody can do it, it is Illusion, the reigning world champion, who joined the VDRL last season and now is not last season but 2 seasons ago, I think. And so yeah, it is. We are going and we're going to see and watch what is going to happen as Yastin Boy makes an overtake with a fast pit stop on Just Pushy. You're gonna see Infinity Candy Floss gets a 10-second time penalty, and that's a huge mistake for him. D-Max also in the pits. Infinity now throwing his chances away in the wall for the race win, and gets a 10-second time penalty because of speeding in the pit lane. That is unfortunate for them. As D-Mac down to 5th place because of the non-pitters yet, as there's a full course yellow again, and I think there's a safety car. Yes, a safety car is out. This will have the best chance of D-Mac to maybe get the first place, because he's on new and fresh tires, while everyone still have to pit for fresh tires. Illusion having a 3-second time penalty now. Infinity having a 10-second time penalty will bring D-Mac's chance to the moon, and also Meshu's chance, and Marius chance to the moon of winning this race. Illusion leading the pack as he does. Just Pushy overtakes Yastin Boy for 6th place behind the safety car. They are trying to catch up. Interesting, very interesting for very interesting for what is happening right now. But people are doing the most they can to just push gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings behind the safety car, mind you. But we are not gonna judge. We are a community that doesn't judge. Okay, so I think safety car may be on this lap. If not, we will still have to wait. But that is okay. Still behind the safety car, of course, and everybody is warming up their tires, mostly Marius in the Alpine. Now this is the best chance to regain some battery. Everything. Infinity was in the pits and now is 5th place. Still one more lap of safety car remaining. This guy, as Yastimboy gets a 10-second time penalty for severe collision with Just Pushy. I had that sometimes. Maybe it was not that serious of a collision, but you still get a 10-second penalty even if he doesn't have a good big collision, as Infinity now goes into pits and probably will serve his time penalty. Yes, Team Boy gets a 10-second penalty again for speeding in the pit lane now. Infinity goes goes in the pits again. I'm not sure why. I don't think he can serve his. Sorry for that big noise probably that it made. I don't think he can serve his time in the pits. I was very much thrown off. He can serve his time in the box while it is a safety car. But he needs to gain a lot of time back to the safety car queue for this to work for him, as now he gets a chance again at victory here at Imola. Illusion is still leading the pack as safety car is in this lap. Everybody, safety car is in this lap, and people see, and Infinity just gets back in time. He is behind Just Pushy, who we know is not a safer driver out there. He is very aggressive, which is racing, but he is very aggressive and can cause some chaos. Now we are with Infinity. When will he start the race? Warming up his tires a little bit, trying to throw off people. Now he starts it, and that's a great restart from him. Meshu gets a fairly good reaction time. Just Pushy getting overtook by Infinity, and he will get he will actually go. He goes into the gravel trap as he was not that cautious on the brakes. Marius goes up to second, Meshu is down to third, and D-Mag is now in fourth. Infinity Candy Floss only 2/10 away from D-Mag, going up from 6th place to now 5th without penalties. He served his 10-second time penalty from that speeding in the pit lane penalty. Served that, and now he will have a very good chance of a podium. So here we go. as Mesh Infinity goes out in the inside of onto the inside of DMAG and gets the pass done. DRS is enabled, and will we see a team order play here? No, we will not. Free wide. DMAG goes onto the grass. DMAG will gain a place from that interaction. Also Infinity will gain the place and goes up to third. DMAG now very close to Infinity and have the chance of gaining P3 again. Now Infinity outside of the DRS range of Marius, who is inside of the DRS range of Illusion. This is an interesting battle for P3 and also P1. Marius is just hunting down Illusion and will try to get that. I mean, if he keeps this play, if he keeps this time away from Illusion, he will get first place, because Illusion has a 3-second time penalty, which he needs to calculate in his head that it will not be enough for P1 or P2 or even P3, I think. This is DMAG gets a 3-second time penalty, and that is throwing his chances of P3 in the bins and making a huge mistake of getting a penalty for warnings. Now Infinity, I think, maybe improved or gotten up by 1/10 to Marius. Not a lot, just something though. But Marius definitely got up by 1/10 to Illusion. Now we'll have the chance of not just off track B1 but on track B1 also. So DMAG will try to overtake, I think, Infinity for that on track prestige maybe, or to help his teammate get at least a second place and keep the constructor title I mean in their hands, I think. Not sure if the constructor title is in their hands now, but to get even more points for the constructors, because if Meshu doesn't get the penalty, he will lose out on top 4 or 4th place. But if he keeps the space, then he might not, because he is within the DRS range of Infinity Candy Floss. So it's helping him a lot by gaining a lot of time on Meshu, and now Meshu is outside of 3 seconds, and also Infinity gained a lot of time within 2 laps, and now he is within DRS range of Marius, who's also gained some time on Illusion, about a 10th. In these 2 laps, as DMAG is off the track and will try to get overtaken by Meshu. Impeded him a little bit, but that's a safe rejoin, I would say so. As another mistake from DMAG after that 3-second time penalty, he now goes off the track and needs to make up 3 seconds again to Meshu, who is now pushing to get that P4. As Infinity is now only 4 tenths away from Marius and only about 8 tenths away from Illusion, as Meshu goes into the pits, and that's a good good news for DMAG, because he now can get P4. But back to the front 3, who are all within of 1 second of the person in front of them. situation how Marius is outside of a second now from Illusion. This could be a great opportunity for Illusion to get a gap away, as Infinity they now have the chance of getting a provisional P2 in this race. He goes, he looks on the inside, he cannot find anything, and that will not be backs out of the overtake and remains. Oh no, he didn't back out of the overtake. He is up to P2 and now chasing down Illusion for the victory of this race on track, not just off track. Keep in mind, Illusion still has a 3-second time penalty, which would mean that he will be free, but Infinity, I think, want to get that P1, not just off track, but on track also, and show that he's capable of winning a race without any penalties. Infinity and Illusion, Infinity gets another 3-second time penalty, and Illusion gets another one. Now Marius only needs to keep his calm and not get any penalties, and be within 3 seconds of the leader, and he will get P1 by not doing anything and just keeping cool on track. But Infinity now goes around the outside of Illusion and gets the place. He has a big chance. I think Infinity still has a big chance of winning. He is one of the fastest, if not the fastest, drivers on this track. But with Illusion and Marius both behind his gearbox and trying to get that P1 on the track, it will be very frustrating. It will be very frustrating from him, and also a lot of pressure on his back to get this P1 for his team. As Illusion not letting anything go, and still within 5/10 I think to Infinity, as now he will get the overtake done. Up to first place he goes. This is a useless battle, if you say so. It is entertaining, though a pass for the lead is also always entertaining, as Marius now gets a chance to get on the track and get his P2 on the track also, not just off the track, side by side through Infinity. And Marius backs out of the overtake. He knows he doesn't need to risk anything to get this P1. Oh, a little bit of a slide from Illusion, moving like Tokyo Drift. Now Infinity, Infinity will get the DRS. Mesh, who goes up to 5th place, overtaking Just Pushy. He is very far away from DMAG. Marius is not that far away from Infinity, though. Gaining and gaining. One by one, goes side by side with him on the outside. Is he gonna try? Yes, he will. Not get any penalties or warnings, and he makes that stick and goes up to 2nd place on the track, not just after the race. Beautiful overtake from Marius, and a beautiful race from him too. Not getting any penalties, while the rest of the grid, almost everybody has penalties except Meshu. He's unfortunately not within the top 3. Justin with another penalty. As I can see that Threat Tracer and Yestin Boy is very... Oh no, they are not. Yeah, because this is not leader, it's interval. Sorry. So, Duer now very close. Or Marius now very close to the illusion also. Only 1/10 away, or 2/10. A little bit an oversteer. Now Infinity gets the chance to go side by side with him again. He does, and he makes that overtake stick. But now, oh, big direction change from Infinity. Fortunately, nothing happened, but it was a little bit of a dangerous, I think, direction change from him. It will not matter anything, though fortunately nothing happened from it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Looked down the inside of Illusion. Didn't get anything out of it though. Now, these three are very close to each other, within 1 second of each other. Now, as I say that, probably a commentator discussion or something, Infinity is outside of the DRS range for now of Illusion, and he will be out of the DRS range for this main straight DRS. But Marius won't be outside of that range, and he will get the chance to overtake again in the actual race, not the sewage room, technically, after the race. He is gaining a lot and a lot. Will he go for the overtake? Looks down for the outside, won't find anything, but he still keeps it alive and tries to go for the switchback, going side by side with Infinity, backs out of the overtake, which is the right thing to do, in my opinion, in these situations. Now Infinity getting further and further behind the Illusion. Illusion breaking the slipstream from these two, knowing that he could still try to get a P2 at least if he gets 3 seconds away from Infinity. He only has 2.5 laps left though for that big objective. Marius just needs to keep his calm and not get any penalties whatsoever. It's looking like that is going to be the case for Marius, or for Marius. He is keeping his calm. That could be a warning for him, as Marius still looking to go for that overtake on the track. Big direction changes, will not have anything about it, but still tries to go for the switchback again. Nothing happens from it. Okay, now Marius, it seems like he had given up on the thought of overtaking in the track, but that is completely fine. That's the right thing to do in these situations. Just go for the safe option. He probably got 2 warnings, doesn't want to get any more and risk getting a penalty. And now the last lap of the race. See Illusion's POV for this one. Last lap of the race. It's probably a warning for Illusion. It's not gonna matter for him though. The unfortunate circumstances comes with unfortunate, not unfair. Big mistakes come with unfortunate circumstances. As if Illusion is now just fighting, pushing as hard as he can, maybe get 3 seconds of gaps against Infinity. Maybe he will make a mistake. It's not that easy. Infinity have been one of the fastest drivers on this track right now. Illusion is going to finish. Illusion gets another 3-second time penalty that opens up for DMAC to get a third place. Now that's very interesting. We will see the penalties and also leader. So, DMAC has a complete chance of getting P3. Illusion goes into the box as this is the real winner. Marius gets a first place. DMAC gets third. Infinity gets second place. And the Illusion down to fourth as he finishes the race in the pits. Unfortunate mistakes comes with unfortunate circumstances and results. Meshu up to Meshu is up to third, fifth place, or if we can even say up to. But this is Infinity, who from a terrible qualifying for him came up and done it and goes second in the end. A beautiful race from him, a beautiful strategy also. But the person who did probably the best thing is Marius. Just kept his calm and just done the right thing and didn't get any penalties whatsoever. The Danish wins again in Imola in this beautiful race for first place. As we can see, the driver of the race is Infinity, which is definitely my if I would say that. So we can see that in the race, Infinity gained 7 positions with 4 stops. What a man! Dwyer kept his DMAC closed out the top 4, just in front of his teammate. I don't know if he will make interviews, not sure. I just joined the commentator box if so, because there wasn't that much. I said this, not the people. There wasn't that much people in today's race. We will not do interviews today. It was definitely, one of the best races for the lead I think I ever see, or remotely. I think commented it. It was a very good race in today's round of VDRL. Well, thank you everyone for watching this beauty with myself. We will be back for round 5. Round 5. Wait, let me see. Round 5 in October 11th next weekend. I might want. I don't think I will be here, unfortunately, but it will be happening still. Round 5 of Spielberg, Austria. maybe I can make it. We will see you then, and thank you everyone for watching, and goodbye.